Okay, guys, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Tanner with Ranching, Oklahoma. And the other day I did my first Second Amendment audit. Now, usually we focus on the law enforcement aspects of stuff, but we live in the greatest town in Oklahoma and maybe the greatest town in the United States, Muldrow, Oklahoma. And our police department, Muldrow Police Department, and Sequoia County Sheriff's Office both take their oath to uphold the Constitution very seriously, and we appreciate them for that. Today, we're actually going to be looking at a Facebook post by Sherry. Now, Sherry, I want to reward you for trying to create a sense of community and warn others as to what may or may not happen. But first, I'm going to rag on you a little bit. So here's her first post.
Muldrow, Oklahoma, please be careful if you're in the area of Chantel Boulevard.
Okay, and the second.
Okay, Muldrow says they can't do anything to him because it's illegal to do this, but I've known them to take people in for lesser than this. He's at least obstructing traffic. Not sure what type of weapon it is, but he is going up and down the street, not just walking through town. I witnessed him making several trips up and down between Second Light and Muldrow to pass the donut shop. Just be cautious if you're in the area anytime soon.
Okay, Sherry. Two things here. First off, obstructing traffic. Was I standing in the middle of the road? Were all the cars stopped in the road because they didn't want to go by me? Which is readily evident by you driving back and forth by me to take a lot of pictures, which is fine. It's fine. I really don't care. But then again, you said you witnessed me making several trips from the donut shop to the stoplight, which isn't true. I mean, it was a 100-degree day. I just worked all day. And on my way home, I decided to stop and take a walk. The fact that you say you witnessed me walking up and down there several times is just a flat-out lie. So, in the comments, now we got Sherry, who's responding to Connie, who said,
Connie, it wasn't that he was just walking down the road, either he was pacing up and down the street.
Again, 100-degree day. You said this at least 3 times for sure. It's a little bit disingenuous. I mean, I definitely walked up there and back one time. That was way too much for me. And that was all.
Gwen, I did, but they said he wasn't breaking the law. Apparently I'm not the only one that called, and I said so, I assuming it is not an assault weapon. She then repeated until he does something to someone they cannot do anything.
Okay. What is an assault weapon, Sherry? Just tell yourself that. Just answer that to yourself. What is an assault weapon? Moving on.
Thanks, Sherry, for the info. That way, if my vehicle gets stolen, shut up. I can tell my insurance company could be responsible.
So, a little ways down, we have Gwen. And, Gwen, she's a character. I didn't have my codex to translate all this. If you guys can figure out what she's talking about, then please leave a comment down below and let me know. Okay. Miko responded to Gwen saying that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If something happens, you're automatically going to assume it's someone practicing their Second Amendment right. Gwen then responds,
No, I'm a gun owner, and I think it's stupid that someone would walk up and down the roads with a gun. So, Mako, are you a legal citizen? If you don't like what we say, move on. That shows how ignorant you are.
The fact that you attacked this guy and asked him if he's an illegal citizen and saying that shows how ignorant you are, that's not very nice. It's just not nice. Now we got Sherry again, and she says,
Whoever thought this was funny, you are now blocked. Have a good day.
which, I mean, I guess, okay. People thought it was funny that you made such a big deal out of it, which I guess you can do whatever you want. But then we have Dorothy, okay? She responds to Sherry saying,
Sherry, probably high on high-powered marijuana and about to have a psychotic episode. Please should at least visit the dude. Pathetic.
well, I'll say this. Most of the police officers in this area, they know me. And they drove by, made sure it was me. They know I mean no harm. I'm just out doing my own thing. As for the psychotic episode, not likely. I mean, I'm probably the most sound person mentally that you know. From there, we've got Lisa. And she says,
The law should at least stop and ask if he's okay and has any problems. Why is he pacing with a gun on, for one?
okay, again, not pacing. I walked, maybe a quarter mile up and a quarter mile back, a half a mile in total. If that's pacing, I would hate to see what you think a long walk is. Now we've got Kay responding to Lisa.
Lisa, he is known for this stuff, unfortunately, for his YouTube channel. He wants to record police questioning him.
Kay, I don't want to record police questioning me. I record the police who are questioning me because I want proof of what I'm doing, what I'm saying. If I'm not doing anything wrong and a police officer comes up and starts questioning me, yeah, I'm going to record him to make sure that I have evidence of what I'm doing and what I'm saying. And now we have Sherry again, a little ways down, responding to some lady named Mandy. Says, don't engage him. He must have issues of some kind, or maybe he's trying to protect his family from something. Here's what Sherry had to say.
Mandy, I didn't engage him. I took a video so I could send it to several people to give them a heads up. I posted here to warn others. I know he's apparently having some mental issues. Point I'm trying to make is the police department doesn't seem to care.
You said, I know he is apparently having some mental issues. How do you know that? Do you know me? Do you know people that know me? Or do you know people that think they know me and they're just telling you, yeah, he's having mental issues? Well, if standing up for my Second Amendment rights is having mental issues, then yeah, I've got mental issues, okay? As for you saying that the police department didn't seem to care, they care, okay? Just because they didn't rush out and hold your hand and ask if you felt safe doesn't mean that they don't care, okay? From there, a man named Josh commented, and he asks, he has mental issues because he's carrying a gun, where Sherry responds,
Josh, well, no, I didn't say that either. I said anyone in their right mind wouldn't want to be in this heat. Figure of speech. Good grief. All the wannabes going to comment now.
At first you say, you know that I'm having, mental issues? Yeah, I know he is apparently having some mental issues. And then you say, anyone in their right mind wouldn't want to be out in this heat. Well, I hate to break it to you, Sherry, but some of us, we work out in this heat every day, all day long. It's not a factor we can control, so we just learn to live with it. Yeah, it was hot. Yeah, I was a little bit thirsty when I got back to the quick way, but I survived. And the fact that you're saying that it's a figure of speech, none of that is a figure of speech. That's just you thinking that somebody's got something wrong with them because they're doing something that you may not approve of. We have one more to get to, and then I'm going to tell you what you won, Sherry. Okay? What your reward for this is.
This coming from a small town that has arrested people just because they don't like the way they look.
First, I want to say, if we're trying to create a sense of community and warn others, Ranching, Oklahoma would like to take you down and get you some concealed carry classes. Find something you're comfortable with carrying every day on 2 stipulations. Number 1, we want you to take it very seriously. Not only could you save your life, you could save your family's life, you could potentially save someone in the grocery stores with you life, okay? And the more law-abiding citizens we have that carry every single day, the safer we are. The other stipulation is, I want an exact example of when Muldrow Police Department or Sequoia County has just arrested someone because they didn't like the way they look. I want evidence. You bring this evidence to me at ranchingoklahoma@gmail.com here on the screen, and we will gladly go down with you and get you some self-protection. Okay? With that, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like to help beat the algorithm, and share this video so Sherry can get her some protection.